On the first day, I was scared.
Then?
Mommy talked me through it.
Then?
Then in a few hours, I was fine. I was eating fine. I wasn't allowed to go out of the room, but Mommy said I should go sometimes when no one's outside.
8 years old Nandika has just completed her 14 days of home isolation. She was the first in the Tandon family to test COVID positive, followed by her 13-year-old brother Shihan, father and grandmother.
One day something arise like my headache, then the other day I got conjunctivitis, then I got high fever, so it keeps coming.
And you just had to deal with it.
Yes, I just needed to go on. I was going on. That is how I recovered. If you get it, you've got it, and it's a fair chance you will get it because it's out there.
As the ferocious second wave of COVID sweeps across India, this year more children are catching the virus. In the first 4 months of 2021, over 11% of the positive cases were in the age group 0 to 20. Whereas 12% from the same age group tested positive in the entire 2020.
I think a large number of children are getting affected with the new strains of virus, which are more infectious than the last times. And we find that, more prolonged fevers with gastrointestinal symptoms, few pneumonia cases are there, but usually what they have is a fast breathing and no pneumonia for the first 2-3 days. And then we find that this is the infestation of mostly children below the age of 18 years.
Like children, the virus is also taking a toll on their parents.
Well, the experience as a parent was initially a little bit full of anxiety. As a parent, both of them coming down at the same time. The overall experience has been very challenging because of the fact that I had 5 cases in my house, at different stages of COVID symptoms. So through that, it has been a little bit nerve-wracking, but I frankly did not have much time to dwell on it, looking after 5 different people and they're meeting their needs on and off basis, checking for their symptoms, what's happening now. But yeah, I can understand that as a parent, it was very, very disconcerting. I didn't know where to concentrate, to look at my husband or to look at my children. But thankfully, they were the faster ones to recover.
The doctors say that most of these cases in children are between mild to moderate and can be treated with paracetamol and multivitamins. Very few cases are severe, which are also treatable.
We should basically tell the parents, we should put a red flag for persistence of fever of more than 4 days, unusual skin rashes, pulse ox of 94%, drowsiness, breathing difficulty, somnolence, and lastly, decreased feeding of the child.
Although children are mostly showing mild to moderate symptoms, catching the virus in itself is stressing them.
I just had a friend who was recently diagnosed with COVID. He was not taking it well. He was too feared. He was frightened. And he was scared now what will happen? Anything can happen. So he was, terrified and he was not taking it well, which was resulting in him getting more sick. So that is the worst case scenario of any of my friends.
What's going on? Are they gonna be fine? Are they not? What's gonna happen? Mommy kept going into Daddy's room, not knowing that I was here alone.
That scared you?
Yes.
In home isolation, children like Nandika and Shihan are spending most of their time watching videos and playing games on phone. They are lucky enough to have enough space in their home to isolate themselves or even have access to online medical consultation. But in a country like India, many don't have this luxury. Irrespective of it, doctors suggest children should not be left alone in home isolation.
They are actually at home since long. So it's not the fear of sitting alone. It's the fear of staying alone in a room without a relative is the greatest fear they have. And supposing they are admitted to hospital also, the relative is not allowed to stay. So the comfort zone of somebody close to them, is something which affects them mentally. Because they are so used to having their own people around, which of course for a child is very important.
As per Punita, staying calm is the only mantra to fight the battle.
Kids are resilient, I think. They find a solution to everything in their head, and they figure out a way to balance it all out. I think it's we parents who fret more than them, so they initially had it tough, but settled down. My only source of advice would be the fact that don't give in to your anxiety. Because the moment you give in to your anxiety and fear for this particular disease, that's when your symptoms start getting exaggerated.